What's up, guys? Another day, another dollar. The last time we did this stream, we were showing you guys the importance of the USD dominance, showing you guys that this one indicator right here is going to make all the difference between you making a lot of money or losing everything. If we break this one key level, you all stand to make a lot of money. And even I've been trading this recently. I made over $80,000 yesterday trading this exact method. I'll put the screenshot inside of the Telegram. In fact, you guys have seen some of the P&Ls I've been posting, and it's all from crypto data. So I brought crypto data here today to break this down again, and then we can go over the whole entire markets.
Hey, how's it going, Tyrell? Appreciate you having me on here. Always a pleasure.
Bro, we've been in the trenches recently, bro.
Man, you aren't kidding. You aren't kidding. Actually, I was th this week alone, I've pulled at least two all-nighters, and just yesterday or this morning, I went to bed for 2 hours and I lost a 30x play because I was asleep.
Bro, sleep is fucking expensive right now, bro.
Absolutely. Time is money, and so you got to spend it wisely.
Yes, yes. But at the end of the day, I think that right now is straight generational wealth level. I've been even telling my family, I've been saying to them, like, look, over the next few weeks, you guys just sit and wait, stay chill. I'm gonna run up the bike, because right right now it's like the some of the P&Ls that I'm seeing right now is crazy. Like even in our chat, we've seen some of the boys rip, multi-million-dollar trades in hours on things like Pepe, for example.
Yes, the opportunity right now is so ripe. And that's like right now, honestly, I've been in this market 7 years. I've never seen the opportunity be as good as it is right now. And it's not just because memes are pumping, everything's going up. It's what catalyst we have to look forward to and how we have Trump about to be president, who's the pro crypto president, Elon Musk, who's going to be working with him, running the Department of Government Efficiency. So you're going to see Doge everywhere. You have FTX refunds, you have countries and nation states buying, the list goes on. And so, literally, we are still, I mean, early. As funny as that sounds,
Yep.
7 years into crypto, we are still early.
Yep, and that's the delusion that we kind of getting inside of this bubble, is that we think that everybody's already in retail and all these other things, but we don't realize that there's a bigger world out there. We're in trillion-dollar industries. So the money is about to get very, very silly. One of my friends was asking me the other day, saying, well, you know, don't you think that the market's already crazy, that we've already made a lot of money? And I said, hey, bro, like you have to remember that people had multi-million-dollar watch collections last cycle, multi-million-dollar car collections last cycle, property portfolios in the tens of millions of dollars. We're not even here yet. Most of those guys all liquidated those positions to buy Bitcoin. So we're in a stage right now where we're not in the crazy markets time. Retail hasn't got rich yet. Yeah, yeah. Some people like trading meme coins and stuff like that in the early days. Yeah, on pump fund. But I wouldn't really call a couple hundred grand rich. I would say when people have multi-million dollars in meme coins rich.
Yes, yes. When you have people, buying, I mean, last cycle you were saying, I mean, we had people buying NFTs for $400,000 per NFT. I mean, you had Ether rocks going for millions. I mean, that's the kind of wealth that is yet to come, but we're seeing it now, just trickles of it with memes and how fast you can make, like you said, a couple hundred K. But again, that's just the starting line. The opportunity now, people have to expand because where we're going, just like in Back to the Future, we don't need roads. I mean, we are going to be flying literally in this market over these next 6 weeks and really over this next year. It's going to be bigger than anyone can imagine. And I think all these prices, they're going to get much higher than most are expecting.
Yeah, it's going to go into banana zone. I think where we are now, even in terms of Bitcoin, is proof of that. I also thought that maybe 120K is going to be the top, but where you see at the stage where we're at now, it's even made me up my horizons. Because and then again, prices don't really determine anything. It's always the stage of the cycle that we're at. If you look at USDT dominance, if you look at where Bitcoin is right now, if you look at the fact that a lot of these major exchanges are starting to list meme coins and stuff like that, Coinbase right now isn't even inside of like the government, and they haven't really started to make those ties yet. Donald Trump hasn't even stepped into office yet. We have so much more to go.
Yes, we absolutely do. And again, like you said, you just look at what's going on right now, where the levels are. Heck, yeah, Bitcoin dominance hasn't even topped out yet. And that's literally what starts alt season. I think right now it's 60% plus or minus a percent. Once that starts declining, alts are going to send. You're going to see Ethereum go to 5K, 8K. You're going to see Solana go to 400, 500, even 1,000. I mean, all of these big utility plays, like we're seeing, they're not even performing well. Memes are taking all the attention. And so once you see traffic and capital flow into utility plays and Bitcoin dominance starts declining, that's really when it's going to be money raining from the sky.
Yeah, some for the viewers out here, just explain what is USDT dominance and why this chart is so important for us in crypto.
Definitely. So I have a chart here on the weekly, and you can see here this trend line support stems from December of 2017. And what USDT dominance is basically when USDT dominance rises, that means people are selling their altcoins and Bitcoin, or yeah, altcoins and Bitcoin for stable coins.
Yes.
But when USDT dominance declines, that means people are taking out their stables and buying Bitcoin and altcoins. So it's just a relative metric to see where the money is flowing. Because as Luke Belmar says, where attention goes, money flows. So now, if people's attention are going to be on these meme coins and all these other altcoins, eventually we're going to see dominance continue to drop. But this is an important chart, like you mentioned earlier, because you can see this trend line and it's been consistent for the past 6 years, literally over 6 years from, call it January 2018 until now. So that's 6.5 years, almost 7 years. This chart has been respected. It bounced once, twice, 3 times, 4 times, five, six, and now seven. And so the big question on people's minds is, well, is this just going to bounce again? And we're going to see alts, chop, bleed, and Bitcoin potentially continue to rise for dominance. But at the end, it's just going to be a few coins. Or is this going to be the time when we finally break this 7 year trend and everything sends to Valhalla? And, you know, and that's what we're watching right now. And like you said, that's something you've been watching. And I think people are underestimating how much everything is going to send once we break this downtrend. And people need to be watching the weekly chart because
Yes.
if the weekly closes below this, which in 2 days it is, if it closes below, then literally alt season is going to be full on. And
Yes.
go ahead. Yep.
Just, I was going to say yes, and that's one thing that I've been waiting on as well. I have a lot of positions. We were speaking earlier. I kind of what there's a guy called Crypto Face. He said something like flopping and groping. I'm flopping and groping all over the place right now because I'm trying to keep hold of yeah, I'm trying to keep hold of my capital. Right, I'm using my Dogecoin as collateral. So that means that obviously if the market dumps a little bit, my Dogecoin goes down, which means my collateral also goes down as well, which collateral is like the money I put up front, right? So in this case, if USDT dominance pumps, right, I end up in a crazy position. But I know from this exact position that if we get a weekly close in the next 2 days below this price, all guns blazing. I'm going through the whole list of meme coins on things like Blowfin, and we're going to be aping into pretty much every single meme on futures because I know for a fact that once we close below this trend line, it will be a break of, like you said, a 7 year trend, which is a signal for every single whale out there to make the play and make the move. And I think it will send the markets absolutely parabolic. We've already seen things like Bonk start to pick up, WIF start to pick up, Shiba start to pick up, Pepe get listed on Coinbase. But as you can see, all of them right now, apart from Bonk, which is trying to catch up right now, are all kind of chopping side by side, and it's messing with a lot of people right now because it's not guaranteed. In TA, what you want to see is you want to see confirmation, right? And once you
Mm-hmm.
see confirmation, that's the time to make the play. You might miss a little bit of margin, a little bit of thing here and there, but once you see that confirmation, you're gonna make so much more money.
Yes, absolutely. And I see people commenting. 0x was saying he's been loving the leverage plays that we have in the trenches. And people need to be paying attention to that because, like you said, we're going to be trading a lot on Blowfin, and people need to have an account because I know through your link, people are earning 10% deposit bonus up to a
Yes.
$1,000 free.
Yes, so if you go to the link inside of the description right now, you can join the trenches. Now, inside of the trenches, you're going to see everything that you need to make money inside of crypto completely for free. You're going to learn, first of all, how to trade. You're also going to learn how to buy and sell meme coins as well. We have official signals and official callers in there as well, making plays every single day. And we have open channels where the community can share alpha as well. In my eyes, your network is your net worth. You might not be in a position to travel around the world, network with 100 people, and go meet all different people inside of crypto. You might just be on YouTube trying to find the alpha. Well, now you can find one space what you can trust, which is for free, and you can educate yourself on crypto. And also, you get crazy bonuses on things like Blowfin, which is a non KYC exchange. You can get 10% deposit bonus. So if you deposit $1,000, you get $100 free trade. And right now, some of the trades that we've been putting in are already in crazy profit. So you could have deposited $1,000 and already made you $1,000 back for free inside the trenches.
Yes. And I see in the star it says, I love you, crypto data. Hey, I love you too. And world says best leverage calls. So guys, definitely join the trenches. Like Tyrell said, sign up for Blowfin, get that free money because who doesn't want free money? And if you want, Tyrell, we can talk about a couple plays that we've had in the trenches that have literally been straight profit.
Yes, let's take a look.
All right. So one of the most recent calls that we made was Spec. And we called Spec at 1071. So let me go ahead and here draw this. So you can see here that Spec, it was basically bouncing off of this 100 EMA on the 4-hour. And at the time, I was thinking, hey, I think this could send because a couple reasons is it's an AI play. So AI plays are going to be big because we have NVIDIA earnings
Yep.
November 20th. We have ChatGPT's birthday, November 20th. Yep, ChatGPT's birthday, November 30th. And so that's going to gain traction. And then also, Spec is a base play. So it's an AI agent play plus a base play where base memes have been sending. Miggles, Dog and Me, Key Cats, like the list goes on. They're all up 50, 100% or more. And so this was a no-brainer. You had this coin that's literally been retracing since November 11th for 5 days. And I said, hey, it's getting near support now. Guys, I think it's ready to send. So I called along here around 1071. And then after that, literally basically up only. And since then, we had the first take profit level at about 1209. And then after that, I'm looking for about $13, 1304 here. So literally people, because we do 3x leverage for anyone who doesn't know in the trenches, because again, it's the thing is you still got to have proper risk management because people who are trying to use these high leverages 20, 30, 40, 50x, you guys are going to blow up your account. I've done it
Yes.
multiple times and I guarantee you Tyrell has as well. And so you learn that over time, you don't need to have crazy high leverage. You just need to have high conviction plays, right?
Yeah.
And so if you have 3x leverage at that point, when you go from 1071 to 1209, that's a 38% profit on 3x leverage. And then when you get to $13, it's going to be nearly a 60% profit or more, right? And
Yes.
so this is the things, guys, and these plays compound. So not only have we had Spec, another one also, let's see if I have it up
And
here.
I
We
just
also
want to
had
show this as well,
AVAX.
Daya. I want to show this, guys.
Oh, go
Uh,
ahead. Yeah.
$85,000, guys, by following these exact same trades. 85K. So you got to put your money where your mouth is. For me, I'm a busy man. I'm still learning how to trade. So I go inside the trenches and I just take the trades and make money with it. It's something that which you can do. We long Brett, we long Shib, we long Pepe, we longed obviously Spec. And you can see we're on a win streak right now. That's how you make money in this game. You start early and you get the wins in early. So then 3 to 6 months down the line, you start on a multi 6 or 7 figure portfolio.
100%. And another play we called AVAX at 29, about 29.60, 29.70. It went all the way up to $37. So you can do the math there. That's over 60% on 3x leverage. And we're not even done with AVAX yet. We still have GameFi towards the end of the year. With Gunzilla launching, Off the Grid's going to get out of beta, which is the biggest Web3 game that the biggest Web2 streamers actually play as well. That's going to create hype for GameFi. And then also, what did we call? Let's see. And then I'll just do one more here. We called near as well. So near, if I can get this chart. Okay, so this chart looks like the lines aren't on this one. But when I did call this, it was 470. So let me see where that's at. Yeah, right here. See? So this was a support level here, about 470. This is when I called it. Now it's over 612, guys. If you literally would have just taken that call, again, you sign up for the Blowfin link, you deposit, you get free money with that. You can even just trade with that free money. But if you take the call here all the way up right now, guys, that's nearly 100% profit on 3x leverage. Like,
Yes.
come on.
And
All
also,
right.
you can see that here, guys. If you want to see the trades, just go inside the trenches, go to official leverage trades, and you can see here is the long Finnair protocol. Again, you can see $4.77, and you can see the TPs right here. Again, you can see the AVAX trade over here. You know, every single trade
Exactly.
that we have taken has been in this channel to take part in. All you have to do is click the top up here and just put the notifications on. When you see the ping come on, you can go in and you can take the trade and take advantage of it inside of the official calls.
Exactly. And all we're asking is literally you just sign up for Blowfin, deposit, and you get 10%, which is more than anyone else is offering, and you just trade on there. That's it. And you're literally getting free money. You're taking the signals and you're getting free money. I don't know anyone else that offers this kind of value.
No, bro, everybody's doing paid courses, paid masterminds, private groups. This is free. This is a free group. All you have to do is sign up to the links and we make you money. It's as simple as that.
Yep. Yeah, don't overcomplicate it, guys. It's going to be a good bull market. So,
Yo, it's gonna
uh,
be hey, it's gonna be a good bull run, boys. It's gonna be a
yes,
good bull run.
sir.
Right, what else? What
Um,
else we got? Let's go over one thing that I'm interested in looking at right now is what would happen once we break that USDT dominance. So let's spin it back, circle it back.
yep.
If we close below, what are the next levels? Because we've never seen something like this, bro. Like we've never seen something like this. You know, the next level of support is down at what, like 2.5%, 2%.
So right now it's around 3.9%. This is the
Mm-hmm.
next level of support. So if we break this trend line, in my opinion, the moment this trend line breaks and closes, we're going to accelerate and we're going to break right through this support level. And so I think that once we break it, it is going to send alts so hard because, again, most people aren't looking at this long-term trend line. It's starting to get around Twitter now. People are starting to notice it and it's starting to become a big issue. But the moment that we break it, in my opinion, one, Bitcoin dominance is going to top. All that capital that's been made on Bitcoin, even some of the meme coins, it's going to flow into a lot of these utility plays, right? That's when you get every single altcoin on CoinGecko pumping 20 to 30%
Yes.
the moment that happens. And it's going to happen. In my opinion, it's going to happen this year. It's only a matter of time because I think what's going to happen is the Fed has their meeting on December 17th. And so they're going to announce the basically stopping of QT, which is quantitative tightening. And that means that they could be starting the stimulus afterwards. And then if they cut interest rates again, that's going to be even more stimulus for us. And so with that, then you have Trump getting inaugurated a month after
Yes.
that. So, and in general, Q4 is the most bullish quarter of the year. And so you have the most bullish quarter, December, they're stopping QT, cutting interest rates. Trump's getting in the presidency in a month. On top of that, FTX refunds are going to happen in Q1. It's going to be $12 to $16 billion. China stimulus with 13 trillion won. And then you have what else? There's so many catalysts. And then also you have, it's going to be tax season. So January may be choppy, but then you got February, March, and April that is going to be
Yes.
bullish. So there's a lot of
Some.
catalysts coming up.
So, bro, I think that January will be the first major dip that we have, the first 30% correction, right?
Yep. Same.
Because
Mhm.
it's going to be priced in. Now, it's not even priced in yet. Trump election, Dogecoin, etc. Dogecoin's not even past all-time high yet. So, once, like now, in my opinion, is risk on. January, I'm going to be a little bit risk off. And then rest of the year, guns blazing. Absolutely
Yep.
guns blazing. So I had a comment. Somebody asking, okay, where is the link? So guys, I'll show you where the link is. Okay, if you go underneath this video, you go inside of the description. First thing you need to do, go follow Crypto Data and subscribe to the YouTube account. Here's where you're going to get more regular TA. Number two, you can join the trenches. You go underneath, it says here, join the trenches. You click the link. It's going to take you to the trenches membership bot. The Trenches membership bot, which if you click here, I'm already joined, but the Trenches membership bot allows you to join the community for completely free. All you have to do is sign up to Blowfin, join TCAT Trading Bot, which is one of the CTOs which we are running, and also sign up to Bullex, which is the last tutorial which I've done to get early access to Bullex Neo as well.
And to
But
capitalize on that real quick, for people who don't know Blowfin, it is one of the only no KYC leverage trading exchanges. And so what that means for you guys is next year there's going to be a MiCA law that's going to be passed in the EU. It's like some things they're working on. Basically, it's going to make it to where exchanges have to comply with a lot more regulations. And so a lot of these exchanges may be shut down for a month or 2 months. A lot of people aren't even paying attention to this.
yes,
So what do you think people are going to be using, right? So if you guys, one, you're able to capitalize on that 10% deposit bonus on Blowfin, which isn't going to be here forever. And then it's a no KYC. So people are going to be flooding in and you're going to be already used to using it. So you're not going to have to adjust when everything's ripping left and right, February, March, April, and you're already going to be set. So that's why we say get on Blowfin and get used to it because it's no KYC. And these guys, I've talked to the CEO. Literally, I was in Singapore on the yacht party. I was talking with the CEO and he says, we spend a large portion of our revenue on regulation because, again, being a no KYC exchange, it's not easy in this market. You have Binance, Bybit, KuCoin, even MEXC. They recently started doing it about 5, 6 months ago. Gate.io, all those exchanges now require KYC. And so if you live in an area that's restricted, guys, like even if you don't, just use Blowfin so you don't have to worry about it. So there's no thought, right? You just leverage trade on there. You're following the trenches. You're following Tyrell's calls, my calls, and you're literally just printing money, especially for the next 6 weeks. It's going to be crazy. And the money that's going to be flowing in is going to be more than anyone's imagined.
yeah. And at the end of the day, guys, we're not geniuses here. This isn't something which will last forever. And this is where I think a lot of people, especially me when I first came into this game, you approach it with quite a lot of ignorance. You think, okay, I'll do this when this, I'll do this when that. The market genuinely doesn't care. It doesn't care about your work. It doesn't care about your time. It doesn't care about your family matters. It doesn't care about anything. The market is the market. You have to decide whether you're going to be on it or whether you're not going to be on it. And trust me, if you wait for the perfect time, there is no perfect time. That's when you're going to be too late. If you wait for the time when everything's right, when you've got a little bit of spare money, when you've got time off work, when it's the holidays, when there's no more university lectures and stuff like that, those are operations of the matrix to keep you distracted, to keep you behind. The moment that it is the perfect time, everybody else has already got rich. Everybody else has already cashed out on the meme coins. They've already cashed out on their leverage trades. You will become the exit liquidity. When you look at it in terms of the market as a whole, right? We'll be finished with this market, I would say, maybe Q2, Q3 of next year, right? It could be as early as that. It could be Q2, Q3, the way the momentum's looking. Because when we break, we're not going to break, go sideways. We're going to break as soon as it's confirmed, landslide, straight down as fast as possible. Because that's just how markets work. It's going to go straight down, right, in terms of USDT dominance, and then straight up and wipe everybody out who got too greedy on the way.
Yep, 100%. And I saw someone asked about airdrops. Guys, I would stay away from airdrops in the farming because literally the attention you're spending trying to farm these airdrops, you're getting pennies for what you could be making, leverage trading, bringing in the trenches, trading meme coins. Literally, like these airdrops aren't paying anything. And on top of it, when a coin has an airdrop, the token dumps
Yeah,
like
bro.
at least for a week or 2 weeks, right? Like it's not something that you should be focused on at all. I know it's marketed as easy money. Maybe in the beginning of this year when airdrops are actually still lucrative, but now guys, they're getting so diluted. There's so many farm bots, everything. And so they're not like they used to be. And so I wouldn't even pay attention to that right now. Like Tyrell's saying, you need to capitalize on what's going to happen right now once USDT dominant breaks. And even if it doesn't break, even if it still chops around like it's been doing, you still have coins that are pumping. You still have coins
Yes.
that are providing the best risk to reward, either at major support levels on the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, etc. And that's what we're looking at in the trenches. We're looking at these good opportunities to provide to you guys. We're not trying to pump our own bags. We're looking for opportunities for ourselves. So we're
Yeah.
literally putting our money where our mouth is. Then we're like, hey guys, here's what we're looking at. So we're putting in the hours and hours of every day. And all you guys have to do is just join the trenches, be active, sign up for Blowfin, deposit, and just trade with us.
Exactly. And Jason just asked, Jason said, does anybody have a link for Bullocks? Again, Jason, all you have to do, I feel like a broken record, bro. Go into join the
Hey,
trenches.
keep repeating it.
Click the link inside the description, right? Just click that link and then you'll get access to Blowfin, Bullocks, all of that stuff. Somebody also said, can't find TCAT on Bullocks. Do you know what? Great point. They need to list TCAT on there, and I reckon they will do eventually. Now, quickly, I want to cover the point about airdrops. So, when I first started crypto, I was farming airdrops. I was farming a coin. It was about universities. It was like, okay, if you click here, you get this university coin, and it's all supposed to make a lot of money. Share the link about you're gonna make money for free. I was like, oh, cool, this is free money. I can do it. What you don't realize is that you're wasting your most important time, and your most important time is actually your asset, right? So if you think about this, how much would you say your hourly rate is in terms of your time, right? If you have a 9 to 5, if you have, let's say, if you're a trader, for example, you can find out your hourly rate trading. If you're a gambler, you can find out even your hourly rate gambling, right? It's even a businessman. When you look at your hourly rate compared to an airdrop farming, it is so low, it's unbelievable. Let's take Katazan, Notcoin, Dogs, which is some of the biggest airdrops which have happened recently. Those airdrops recently, the average person received $25. Even Hamster Combat, they've invested the $25 too. So when you put it like that, it makes you think, okay, well, I spent, let's say, 16 hours farming this airdrop for $25, right? I could have been getting paid $2 or $3 an hour and made more than that. Compare that to the market and investing. Well, I could have went inside the trenches. I made more than that. I could have got a 9 to 5. I made more than that. So your ROI on airdrops does not make sense. If you're struggling for money right now, you need to look around you and think, okay, what can I do to get the bag up? That first like few $100s, few $1,000s is actually so hard. Like going from a few $100s to a few thousand is a lot harder from going to a few thousand to a few 100,000. It's so hard to compound that small amount of money because you have expenses and stuff like that. But the key thing is your attention. Everybody that is sub, I would say, $50,000 net worth, in my opinion, is just struggling to find out whether they're putting their attention inside the right place. I see so many people in 9 to 5s and working, but they're partying on the weekends. So many people in 9 to 5s and working, but they're booking holidays. So many people in 9 to 5s, but they're buying designer clothes. So the average person stays inside of that bracket because they don't actually fully focus their time and attention into educating themselves and growing. They're actually very comfortable and I would say almost addicted to being in that environment of that stage. But if you truly want to change and level up, number one, you surround yourself around like-minded people. You turn up to the streams, you add value, you turn up to things like the trenches. Number two, you got to take a risk. You got to look at what you're doing, maybe liquidate a few assets and get involved. And number three is just stick to it. Don't quit. If you make a little bit of a loss, it's okay. We all lose money. Every single day, we lose a bit of money here and there, but the wins outweigh the losses.
Yes, absolutely. And that's the thing, you just got to be consistent. You can't be in this just with half effort, right? You really got to push yourself and put in the time. And like with anything, over time you will get better. And it's going to be 2 steps forward, 1 step back. But as long as you're progressing, then you will be successful in this field. And a big thing too is, like you said, your network is your net worth. So you got to find out, what people can I follow that have, one, more experience than I do, but two, really have the results to back up what they're saying. And you got to look at Tyrell, where he's come from. And, he's earned a lot of money because he's put in the time. And so he's very smart in the space. Myself, put in a lot of time. We have the results to back it up. You just look at the trenches. Heck, trenches hasn't even been open that long, and we're already printing people hundreds of percent. And people are making thousands of dollars. And again, all they have to do is show up. So you guys luckily have found Tyrell's channel and have found this live stream where you're aware of the trenches now. And again, all you got to do, sign up Blowfin, BlowX, deposit on Blowfin, and start trading with us, and you're in. And we're literally just giving you the free signal. There's nothing you got to do. And so again, it's all about where you want to channelize your attention and how much time you want to commit this cycle and how valuable is your time. And so we're just trying to provide as much as possible because if it sounds like we have a sense of urgency, it's because we do, right? This market won't be here forever. There is a quote that I put on my Twitter that it was basically saying that you will never have an easy opportunity like this in the next 80 years. And it's
No
like, oh, you're
way.
22. You're 22, you want to party, you want to go out with your friends. You should be committing all of your time and nights into extracting the most amount of liquidity you can out of this market because it will not come again. Now, yes, will we have another bull market in crypto? Most likely. In a, after next year, probably another couple of years down the line. But still, the amount of capital we're seeing flowing into memes and flowing into all these different altcoins and, still to flow again with all these countries that are going to start investing in Bitcoin and alts that people have no idea what's coming. And also, I'm going to leave actually some alpha for your viewers right now that actually I haven't even told anyone. So the alpha is that the Saudis are going to funnel their oil money into Bitcoin, hence why we will see prices like a 200K Bitcoin. A buddy of mine told me that.
See, this is the thing, yeah. Never in history have we seen countries adopt Bitcoin, politicians adopt Bitcoin, global economies like the oil money start to adopt Bitcoin. Every single person in history right now is adopting Bitcoin. That was not a thing before. Last cycle, it was all about, oh, maybe it could happen. Cycle before that, it was impossible. No way is this ever going to be a thing. Cycle before that, it was just like random technology, internet money. People didn't really get it. Now, these things, which even the OG Bitcoiners were talking about back in the day, oh, countries will start fighting over Bitcoin. This is the true money. This is real money. Everything else is fake money. Look at gold. That's not real. Ah, well, now every single box is ticked, right? You don't get
Yep.
that in history, guys. You don't get confirmations like that. When you take a trade and you're looking at the chart and you're like, okay, RSI, support and resistance, global economy and macroeconomics. You look for confluence. In this case, this is the most golden trade ever. And I promise people now, this is the biggest wealth divide we'll ever see. I've been saying this for a long time, even when I was doing things like the Side Hustle Club for OG people that remember these things. Like, you will see the biggest wealth divide in the next few months because I know people whose net worths are doubling every single week, right? And if you're somebody which is getting paid by the month right now, you're going to fall behind. You're going to fall behind because you're getting paid by the month. Other people are getting paid by the day. Some people are getting paid by the hour, by the minute, right? So you can't wait for somebody else to change your life. You have to go out there and change it. And you have to take risks to do it. Somebody says, is there a minimum deposit amount for Bullocks and Blowfin? No minimum, but you will get a 10% bonus on Blowfin. For Bullocks, it's any amount you can deposit as little as like 0.1 Solana. My mum even made a trade. She put 0.1 Solana in and made a 10x on it. She was gassed. So
Hey, yeah, guys, we got moms making money here. Come on
yeah,
now.
Mumsy. Now, normally I would say that is a top signal, but obviously I'm in the trenches. So when I start seeing other people, like random people making it, well, like if my cleaner starts backing out the Bitcoin thing, that's when I'm going to put it in the chat and say, boys, right, I'm packing my bags, tops in, we're going to keep it moving.
Right, right. You got a little hesitate there. Funny that you mentioned that too. I noticed the Coinbase app rank is getting up there pretty quickly. And just the other day, it was ranked number 9, and then it went to 22 yesterday. I don't know what it is now, but it's kind of funny how fast things are accelerating now. And that's when you kind of have to start thinking, do we have to move the goalpost here for top signals, right?
Mm.
With everything coming down the line, all the catalysts and stuff, because we had a lot of them, which did mark the local top, back in April, where you had celebrities pumping meme coins, you had basically your money flowing left and right, and that did mark the local top, understandably. But this time around, seeing how quick Coinbase has risen to the top, I'm thinking now people need to look at Moonshot. And this is some more alpha for you guys. Look at the Moonshot app rank. I think just yesterday it was number 86. For anyone who doesn't know, Moonshot is where you can trade any meme coin or altcoin with Apple Pay. So you can literally just pay for it and you can buy the meme coin. So literally those fiat deposits are at an all-time high for Moonshot right now. And so I think that is going to be this cycle's Coinbase. So keep an eye on Moonshot and keep an eye on that app rank because I think that'll be one of the ones we'll see because Coinbase obviously is more well known than it was, back in 2021, back in 2017. And so I think that it's not as much of an issue, but still Coinbase app rank number one, Google search trends 100, and all the aforementioned things Tyrell was saying, about his cleaner, trading Bitcoin and everything. So those are still valid, but I would say those would more be maybe a local top, like maybe something we may see in January versus a cycle top, like we'll probably see maybe in October.
No, I agree, and we actually have another guest coming in to chat about meme coins. We have Leo actually joining. How you doing, bro? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice, nice. I'm still trying to figure out this stream stuff. You see that I connected to my phone
The
camera
base
also.
legend is here.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, bro. Yeah, man. This has been good.
Oh man.
I'm
This
gonna
is a
set
good
up.
stream. Your viewers are getting some good alpha.
But even I'm
Mm,
gassed. I'm gonna start buying stuff, man. Anytime Leo comes in, I'm like, right, time to secure the bag, bro. You've been
That's
absolutely
right.
printing right now.
oh yeah, bro. Base is going crazy. Like everything is like, bro, people are just blind aping everything. Like I literally publicly called the bottom on like every single coin and aped it with size. And you know something that I was saying today, which was funny, that like I realized that I outperformed like I made 80% of my money in the last year just from aping every base coin with size and waiting months. Like I didn't even have to waste all that time on like fucking pump fun or anything. Like if you just have a conviction bet for that cycle and you go in with size and you hold and you execute properly, like you can outperform just like sitting on pump fun and shit.
Well, yeah, same thing I did with Doge. Like, it's like you gotta pick something that you believe in and fucking make the play. Like, a lot of people are chasing. It's like the what do they call it? The carrot and the stick, or the hamster and the cheese, right? They're like stuck in this little wheel, and they're winning and winning. And maybe I'll get rich. Maybe I'll get lucky. Maybe I'll get rich. Maybe I'll get lucky. Oh, I got 5x. Oh, I've got rug 5 times. Right? So it's like if you do that every single day, you're not gonna have success. Which is why I always say like split up your portfolio. Somebody said, what is Leo's YouTube channel? What is your YouTube channel? Have you? I
I
know
don't
I
really
see
post on it. I don't really
what
post on it. I would share my Telegram instead.
your Telegram, yeah. I'll add it
Yeah.
inside the
Like
description,
on
guys.
Twitter or something.
I'll add it inside the
Yeah.
description. But while I do that, can you share your screen and I'll set up another thing so you can go over some base chain updates because but I want you to start from the beginning and share all the levels that we were speaking about last stream. Because last stream we dropped crazy alpha. I think we had like a 4 hour live stream going over all these shit
Mm,
coins, and then every
mm.
single one of them ripped.
Yeah, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy, bro. Like
A dog
the
and
thing
me.
like
Yeah.
the bro, like the best way that you can make money this cycle is to like be contrarian, you know what I mean? Like I was talking about base when no one was talking about base. No one was interested in base, and everyone said base was dead. So then I was like, all right, well, it's literally fucking Coinbase, who's the custodian for the ETFs for like BlackRock and everyone. They're the number one like retail exchange. They're not like they're like the cleanest retail exchange because you got Binance, but they're like going off the rails recently. So Coinbase are like the trusted source. So it's like they've made their own blockchain. Like how is this just going to fail? Like people were telling me, oh, base is dead. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, do you think they would make base for it to just die? Like what? So I literally publicly bought every single bottom on every single meme coin, and yeah, there you go. So that's how you make the money. You need to be like contrarian to everyone else. You need to buy when everyone says something's dead. Do the research and place your bets. And now everyone's buying my bags so much higher. So there you go.
And what did they say on data on the mastermind that we went to? Um, yes, they said the consensus versus the non-consensus opinion, right?
Exactly. And that's where also anyone who doesn't know Andrew Lee, guy got into Bitcoin, I think in 2012. Super smart guy. He was talking about game theory and talking about one, have to how you go, layers deep, right? And a lot of times, like Terrell said, you have the consensus versus non-consensus. And so if everyone is thinking something's going to happen in trading anyway, 95% of people are thinking something's going to happen. Well, usually the opposite happens. And that's why 95% of traders lose money and they basically blow up their account within 2 years and they never trade again. And through being consistent, like we talked about earlier, is it's about putting in that time where you're going 2 steps forward, 1 step back, but you're still moving forward. And also, like Leo was saying, is, you know, he was investing in base because everyone was saying it was dead. Just like everyone was saying Solana was dead when it was at $9. And then you had Vitalik tweeting about it, and then Ansem started tweeting about it, and then out of nowhere it went from 9 to 20 and then accelerated all the way to 180. And
Yes.
so that's the thing is the moment the crowd is screaming one thing like, oh, Bitcoin's going to go so much higher, so much lower, usually the opposite happens. And going back to game theory real quick, it's about thinking layers deep. So, for example, if you think, someone is going to, how should I say, like, okay, I'm thinking that, coming up towards, like, for example, when I was doing the spec play, so I was saying, okay, I'm looking forward now. At the time, and I'll even go to the chart right now. At the time, spec was down here around this 1070 level, right? It was around here and it had been down for about 4 days, but the base ecosystem was starting to send. And because I was in a group, I was with Leo, with Tyrell, I knew that this base eco is just getting started. And so spec being a base play, I was like, okay, cool. Looking at that and then predicting, like, because you're predicting what people are going to do. And then I was thinking,
Oh,
okay, it's an AI
they
agent
are the
play.
moon. The moon is in the house.
Oh, the moon. What's going on, the
The
moon?
moon, the moon, the moon
Carl.
in the
Good
house.
stuff.
It's either it'll be Carl or the team. I just want to say shout out to
Carl,
the
the team.
boys.
I'll take either or. They're
When are we
both
coming on
good.
the moon show? We need to come on the moon show. DJ and hours. Get all the boys on. Get all the boys
Guys,
on. We've got
we
Leo
could talk for
here.
hours.
Leo's made over $500,000 in the past 3-4 days on base chain. We've got crypto data over here, nothing but wins. I've made over $100,000 from the last trades. I'll show you guys. Well, actually, no, $85,000 because I put $30,000 into Doge, more Dogecoin. You can see it right here as well from the trades over here in the past few days. These streams have been crazy, crazy alpha. This is where I get my alpha from. So whenever you guys are ready, Moon, you let us know. You let us know. Well, sorry, continue.
No, absolutely. Awesome to have the moon here. Yeah, like I was saying, so basically I saw base was heating up, right? And then spec is an AI agent play. And we know, or I was doing the research, so I knew NVIDIA earnings are November 20th. And based on past history, AI plays always pump ahead of NVIDIA earnings. On top of that, November 30th, we have ChatGPT's birthday. So I saw Sam Altman tweeting about that a week or two ago. And so he's going to keep tweeting about that. And so they're going to have some big update on ChatGPT, potentially to an O2 model, because he was talking about the results of that, or even GPT-5, which is going to break the internet. Because GPT-5 is going to be AI agents. Anyone's going to be able to have an AI agent, and it's going to be even 10 times more productive than what ChatGPT is now. And so when you think about it, like you're going multiple layers deep, you're thinking, okay, AI catalyst plus base catalyst, like spec is a literal no-brainer here. And so we bought it at 1070. It's mooned, no pun intended, all the way to 1283. And so, and it's still going to keep going, right? We're just getting started here. But that's the thing, guys. You have to think layers deep and think, what is the next person going to do? And then go one layer deep below that. Okay, what's the next person going to do? What are they going to be looking at? And so you have to front run it, just like Leo was front running the base play for all those months because he saw the vision. He knew that Coinbase wasn't going to stop. He knew the Coinbase Smart Wallet launched June 5th. Normies are going to continue to be onboarded. He knew that Q4 was the most bullish quarter of the year. So, guys, you just got to look at past history. While it doesn't always repeat, it often rhymes. And if you look one step ahead, then you can be miles ahead of everyone else.
Yes, because everybody's chasing the fast money, right? When it comes to
Yes.
election, everybody finally starts figuring out about Trump and everything like that. You should be thinking about that 3 to 6 months ahead. Now we're at the stage where we're thinking about AI. So before everybody's thinking about AI, we're already thinking about it. Even when it comes to Tron, I brought all of the Tron memes, like the big ones, like things like which was one of the ones that I brought, like Sun. I also brought Sun Dog as well, and TRX. I know, and they're up over 60%. Right, because I was like, oh, okay,
Yes.
you think Justin Sun's gonna let this go? He must be making ridiculous amounts of money right now, right? So he's gonna pump his memes, right? And then what happened after that, Daya? Instantly, same day, puts out a tweet. He says, "Hey guys, I've made a lot of money. What should I buy?" It's crazy. You can't even make it up.
Exactly. And that's the thing, right? You just got to be in the trenches. You got to be looking. Justin Sun tweeted, Tron memes are back. And so, eventually he's going to start pumping them because he can't let the market pump without him. And so, literally, guys, you just got to look 1, 2, 3, 4 steps ahead and you can make so much money, especially right now with all of the catalysts we still have yet to come.
Exactly, exactly. And I'm going to set up the stream and we're going to get set up to go live with Leo as well. Leo's going to set up some base chain memes. So make sure that you stay tuned, guys. We're going to go over base chain. And we're also going to go over some of the setups that Leo was discussing as well. So yeah, run it back from the beginning, bro, because the last time that we spoke, things like Keycat was super low, Dogging Me was super
Yeah.
low. Bro, let me show some of you guys my bikes because this is crazy. Like, remember live on stream I was buying the bikes before, and you can see, I don't know if you can see there, about $82,000 from that Dogging Me play, and we're still not finished.
Yeah, we went. Look, we've actually been cheated quite a lot. We went to like 67, and then someone actually nuked like a fat sell today. Where is it?
He
I
chose
don't know.
pain.
People be cheating, but like the thing is, this when you have a meme that ran previously, had a big drawback, and now it's running back up, you're always gonna have a sell wall, like always. It's never gonna, it's never gonna be straight up. You know what I mean? You need to, so say, you're at the bottom, you come up, and now you need to like the people who bought around here are now, you know, they're not in a loss anymore. So if they're holding, they're gonna sell. And then you like work your way through old holders until you've only got people left who actually believe in the coin. And then, you get the new people in, and then the coin finally sends. And then once like it's went past all-time high, then every single holder is in profit, and that's when memes like really rip, like price discovery. I think it's gonna happen with Flopper real soon. So I don't know if you guys like, bro. This was where I was calling Flopper like 1.82 mil, blah
Bro,
blah
you
blah.
literally forced me to buy Flopper. You was like, bro, you have to buy it. We're in the buy zone. You have to buy. I was like, fuck
Yeah,
Ty-
yeah. And
Tyrell
then
recommended it to me and I bought it.
yeah,
it.
yeah, it's a banger. I mean, you can see like memes like this one was just stuck in a perpetual range since like March, and then it finally broke out here, and then now it's finally broken all-time high out of this perpetual range. And I mean, now everyone's in profit, and now because Keycat, like I discussed it in the last live stream, like I showed the deployer wallet for Flopper is the same as Keycat. It's the same like dev who rugged both of them, so it's like it adds to the lore. So obviously, the higher Keycat goes, which went to 190 mil today. I was calling it down here at like 25, saying that this is like a really good buy.
And how
I
low
think it
did
was
it
like on the
go?
street.
It was as low as 6.9
Oh,
million. Oh, 2 point.
down here it was like 2.5. Like this was in August when it was like peak World War III FUD, and everything was just nuking. People were just forgetting about base, and I literally remember like posting it in my Telegram, just all the prices, and just being like, the bottom is probably in soon. But I didn't expect this. I didn't expect this. I didn't expect a fucking run like that straight back up to 180 mil. So there you go. But the Keycat, you can see it's got like super strong price action. Like every single time base does well, Keycat just completely outperforms. You can see it like it respects like TA and just levels very well. And people think that this is going to be one of the next ones to get listed on Coinbase. I don't know if you guys know. You guys have probably seen Miggles. This
Oh,
one right
Oh
Miggles
my
is
here.
gosh, that's
sending, bro. I faded Miggles. Miggles is one of the ones I faded hard.
Yeah, so basically the speculation right now is that it's getting endorsed by Coinbase officially. So I'll go over why I think that. So like a few days ago, Miggles sent like 600K US from their multi-sig wallet, and then they used to have in their bio, it used to say not affiliated with Coinbase, and they recently removed it like a few days ago, right after sending that money from the multi-sig, and then they replaced their banner to be this, which is like the official content from the ad, and obviously that would be like copyright,
Mm,
would like go against that. So it seems like they're getting endorsed by Coinbase,
that is
and
crazy.
something's and everyone's like speculating on that, and they've just done this.
Yeah,
So
somebody
there you
says,
go.
is Leo's Telegram free money sometimes? Yes. Yes. You can go
Yeah.
into free money sometimes, and if you are eligible, you can join free money always.
Mm. Yeah.
This one
Here's
here,
another
bro,
stat.
I thought this would send by now. I thought this one here would already be like 20x. I have a good
No, I
bag.
agree. I agree. I agree. Like I definitely thought it would send a lot sooner, but I'm still, it still looks really, really good. I think,
Well, Doge, I've
I mean,
noticed the Doge Twitter account hasn't tweeted nothing about Doge chain yet. There must be a reason for that. Crypto Data actually
this,
was
I don't,
speaking earlier that these are the
mm,
players.
yeah, no, it's because I'm pretty sure it's not official. Like someone made it for Dogechain. Like it's an L2, like built on, you know what I mean? It's like an L2 that it's like fan made, you know what I mean? But
Yeah, because
it's
everything
like
on
the
Doge is
only,
decentralized, right? Everything on Doge is like publicly. Anything you make to do with Dogecoin, it's not like there is no team. It's fully like CTO vibes.
mm, mm. I mean, yeah, it's it'll do well at some point. I know that it'll do well. Like we're gonna get to the point where Doge just has so much hype around it that there's just so much. Like people will see this, oh, first thing on Doge chain, they won't even think. They'll just throw like crazy money into this. They'll see it like 100 mil, 200 mil. They'll be like, all right, well, Doge, because Doge will probably go to a dollar, which is around 150 bill. So they'll be like, all right, well, this rationally makes sense to go to like 1 billion. And even if it doesn't, even if it goes to like 500, then that's fine because I called it like 15. So that'll be like a 30x or something with size.
Exactly. That's what I think too. Because you got Doge on ETH sending, Doge on Sol sending. So I reckon it will be Doge memes will full send as
Mm.
well. This Joe
I
one,
think,
bro, I faded this
yeah.
fucker hard.
Yeah, I called it my group at like 5 mil and a few of us got in, but yeah, we're all like holding it. This is like a long-term play. I think this could probably run to like 500 mil. It's like one of those it's in the category of like one of those OG ETH memes in 2023, like Mog sees like like Mog SPX Joe, um stuff like that. Like these ones like Wojak, like Pepe. That's 2023 was when a lot of ETH memes blew up. So it's kind of the same thesis of like it falls under the same category, ticker Bitcoin and stuff. So people, usually these coins have like a crazy cult behind them because this is like OGs who have stuck around this coin for like now it's over a year. And I don't know, I found that ETH memes have like the weirdest cults, but they're always like super strong cults.
Mm.
And ETH memes can just send. ETH is really odd for memes on chain, but I like for ETH memes, like I like to just pick a few, buy them with size, and just like hold them. And usually they'll do like at least like a 20x. So I'm already up like 10x on this from here, and then it's probably going to go another 10x. So there you go.
So what would you say are
Um,
some next ones to look out for people that might have faded the bags? What's left for them to look out for? Because me personally, I'm at the stage now where I don't think there's gonna be many pullbacks. So now we have to adapt our mindset and start to think, right, Pico bull market, you gotta look for the next. Even in my opinion, bro, look at what we've been doing on Solana recently. I've been aping like $20 million market cap memes. Do you know what I mean? Ready for them to go to 200 million, but I would not have done that at any stage 6 months ago. I would have been like, oh, it's already at 20 mil. I'll go find one that's at 500k. But to be honest, there's more odds of making a 10x on a $20 million meme right now than there is in making a 10x on a $1 million meme right now because a lot of them are quite trash.
All right, let me share a play that I've got into recently. So this is a key count on Solana. So obviously key count on base is ran. Here we have key count on Solana, and you're probably thinking, at first glance, it's like, why would you ape that? It's just dumb. Like, it's the same coin on a different chain. But if you actually look into it, so there's a few reasons why I think this could send. So first of all, it was launched before the one on base. It was launched in 2023.
Really?
Like it's held this range. Like you can see, it's been ranging since March, just like that. So the chart looks like ready to do something. And the main thesis is that so KeyCat, both of them are backed by the guy who made the original video for Keyboard Cat. His name's, I don't even know his name to be honest, but he backs both of these. They're both got IP rights, and he's like got videos of him saying, like he backs the one on Solana and he backs the one on base. He's like, if you want to buy KeyCat, if you on base, buy the one on base. If you want to do it on Solana, buy it on Solana. So
Oh, so
they're
that's way
this is
undervalued then.
like
I'm gonna
it's
buy it
literally
back.
official. Like it's literally like officially licensed by the creator. And obviously, but the base one is the one that gets all the hype, right? The base one's that gets all the hype, and no one even thinks about this one. But the way that I see it is backed by him, and the higher that KeyCat goes, there's going to be a lot of so much mind share around KeyCat because this is going to go to like 500 mil to maybe even a billion market cap. Maybe it'll be like the only coin besides Brett, which doesn't really count because they kind of inflated the market cap with like low liquidity and supply control. But I think this will be like the first one on base to go to a bill. So, you know, that means the one on sold, the target gets raised for it. It's at 2 mil and it's backed by the original creator as well. So I just took a bet there.
I brought a bag. I just bought a
Also
bag, yeah.
got nice. Another thing is that KeyCat is one of the only coins on base that people outside of base know about. Like people outside of base don't know about many base coins, but this one is backed. Like I remember like Ansem and like other like Sol influencers were like talking about this back around like here at like 120 million. So like a lot of people I know they don't have any base coins, but if they do, like it'll only be KeyCat. Like they'll be like, oh, I have only KeyCat. People who like haven't actually properly ventured into base. So I think a lot of people in Seoul I know are like they refuse to bridge to base, like under any circumstance, like for some reason. I don't know why, but they just hate it so much and they won't even like give me a
Bro,
good
it's
reason why.
stupid, bro. Because like, do you know
Yeah,
what's
I
crazy
mean,
is now with Uniswap, that's why I'm also very bullish on Uni. You can just swap straight
mm,
away. Boom. Don't even know you're on base. That's the type of level
mm,
that we've been looking for so long.
yeah. So the the reason why it's like bullish is because those people who like refuse to bridge to base, they'll see KeyCat at like 500 mil. They'll
I'm
be
not
like,
buying so.
all right, I'm not going to buy the one on base. I'll just buy the one on Sol. It's also backed by the original creator. Fuck it, I'll buy the one on Sol. And you can see like it's held this range literally for like since like March. So I don't see it breaking this range like ever again, especially with the other KeyCat running. It just makes no sense, right? And it's like building support. Like, see, it was kind of chopping between this area, like 1.3. Now it's finally getting above and trying to use it as support while the other one breaks like 200 mil. It makes sense. Some other plays. Oh, I
Hey,
think Lunatic.
wait. Let's get an update on the brain rot portfolio. Because that one was
Yeah,
nuts.
sure.
Gen Z index.
Wait. Let me get like the actual wallet. Wait, I think it's on here. Wait, let me right. Hopefully a different wallet's not going to show up. Shit. Cool. All right. Okay. So the brain rot index, it started with like 10K and now it's at 22. Um, it went to like 30, but I took out a little bit to put in base coins because I needed more base coins, obviously, at all times. So yeah, I mean the best winners have been Riz so far. I put in like not that much, and now it's at 3K. Based, I put in 1K, and it went to like probably
It's 10K at one
I
stage,
think
huh?
it was like 40. No, I went to like 40, 50, something like that. I cashed out like literally like all of it at the top, and then rotate it into like some other ones like mewing type shit, Ohio, Lauren, brain raw, stuff like that. So I think even though this looks really, really dumb, I think
Well, it's paid, right? You made over forty thousand
well,
dollars from base. That's crazy.
yeah. I mean, well, this portfolio, like the number right here is up 10K, and I also like took out 20K from this wallet just to like put in other shit. So like 30K netted from just aping fucking brain rot trends. Like that's just stupid.
And this will be, in my opinion, I think this will be one which will just keep paying now. Now you've made that portfolio. Every single time there's a big pump, that portfolio will just keep paying, just keep paying. And that's one thing I like about
Mm,
your style of investing is you're finding the trends before they're the trend. Exactly like what Data was saying earlier. We're talking about consensus and unconsensus opinion.
mm. Yeah, I mean the thing is like I was saying in my Telegram, uh I like to just buy like valuable tickers, like evergreen tickers, like ones that people are just gonna like, for example, stuff like this, like type shit. I know everyone says type shit, so I know that like eventually it's just gonna pump. And I'm not like an example, like literally an example. Like a couple months ago, or like a month ago, people in like everyone in my group, we got into because we were just like hunting for tickers in my group, right? And we bought this because obviously GM, one of the most used terms. I was like, right, this is a valuable ticker. It was like 300K. I was like, well, I'm just going to start buying valuable tickers. So one of them was GM, obviously, because everyone says GM. And I wake up one day and it's at like 4.4 mil out of nowhere. Like this has happened so many times where I'll wake up, the ticker I bought like a month ago is up like 10x. And then I've just made like 10, 20K by doing literally nothing, like just spawned in my wallet. And you do, it happens like so often if you just do this. Like if you just make these bets, it's like planting seeds. If you, it sounds so dumb, right? But like if you're buying these evergreen tickers and just like planting seeds in them, like little bits, little bits, little bits, like eventually, like they'll just pop off. Like da, 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 just like ones like this, for example, like pre-rich, like this is an evergreen ticker. I know that this is going to pump at some point. Like everyone says this. So like I just buy it and hold it. And I've made so much money doing that. Like autism. We found this at the bottom, literally like 300K or so. And we were like, right, this is a good ticker. So we all bought it. And then it hit like almost 20 mil. You know what I mean? If it's a good ticker, it'll inevitably. Obviously, there's like the exception. Maybe like a new cabal comes out and just relaunches it and it sends and your one dies. That is like a big thing, but it's fully possible for a lot of them to hit. And I advise anyone who's watching this, like just think about like tickers that you think could go viral at some point. Because a lot of times, like coins that run, they've existed for ages and like they're out there and the alpha is there, but you just need to go find it. And then when a coin pumps, and you know how for example a coin will be going sideways for so long and it will randomly just send like 10x like for no reason. Will like out of nowhere. But it should have been like obviously like if the like because people see the value, and if people were rational, it would be the slow and steady 10x as people slowly realize the value. But the way like crypto works is every single person finds like the coin is like unknown for so long, and then like one person will find it and be like, oh shit, like this makes sense, and they'll send it to another group, and then more people look at it, and then more people look at it, and it'll snowball and snowball until like everyone is just blasting in and FOMOing into this coin like over and over and over again. And if you just, but the thing is like, um, if like the thesis was always there, so if you just found it before everyone else found it, you could have literally bought the bottom. Everyone else finds the thesis, and like the thesis makes sense, but you already like found it out before all of them, bought the bottom, and now they're all FOMOing in the top. Yeah, it's worked for me
Yeah, so then
recently.
they're pumping your bags essentially, right? Just simply because you decided to take a risk earlier than them. They waited for absolute confirmation and FOMO.
Yeah,
You decided to take an early risk.
yeah. Like another example here, based. I posted this in my public telegram at 800K. I gave the thesis, so it was like it kind of falls under the same category as like Giga and Sigma and stuff, but this is like um the universal like based. Like all of those things are just based. You know what I mean? It's not like any it's like the ultimate kind of coin of that like niche because it's just like everything in capsule just based, you know what I mean? Like that type of shit. Like so I was just thinking like this is at 800K and Giga's at what like 500 mil and Sigma's at like 150 mil. Why is this at 800K? All right, I'm going to buy it. It's undervalued. And then right after that, it seems like everyone else started to understand the value. And that's why it's sent to 26 mil after.
Yeah, literally, I got in late. I got in like 5 mil, but even I made
Mm,
like 4 or 5x on base. Similar thing is like, yeah, tickers. Like your tickers are actually super important. A lot of people are waiting for shills, and this is the issue. I made a video recently. I was like, look, you can wait for people to shill you a meme, but if they're just shilling you a meme, they've already made the money. But
hmm
if you know, like you said about planting seeds, if you know, okay, what are the principles of a good meme? Good ticker, good community. Let me just go and find good tickers with good communities, and just spend a bit of time on
hmm
a deck screener. How often a day would you say you spend on deck screener?
Just like looking at coins and researching coins, like at least like 2, 4 hours a day. Like, and like this is individual research, not everything else. You know what I mean? Like I spend time like actually like researching, like thinking of like I've got like a spreadsheet of like different categories of metas, and then under those like different coins that fit under that meta and stuff like that. So that basically I've got like a bird's eye view over the entire meme market, and like I've got my toes dipped in every single like category of meme. Yeah, so this is another like category that I think is like very good, which is like OG slash like 4chan memes like Pepe, Dolan, Nyan Cat, MLG. Here's some like smaller ones. We got like Dat Boy. Don't know if any of you guys like know like this meme, like the frog on like the unicycle.
Oh, the
Like
frog.
Keto Bear. Like it's like 4chan memes. Like I think these are really good because like everyone like we've seen like attention is like we already talked about that. Like the price just correlates to attention, but like I mean the price is not always like caught up to it. So you want to be buying these coins that have a lot of attention. Like the actual idea behind the coin has a lot of attention. You know what I mean? Like for example, if you asked like a lot of people like, if they knew this meme, they probably would know this meme because this was like do you guys know this meme?
Yeah, I know the meme, Peter. Do you know this one? There.
No, I don't actually.
All right, it's quite it's like a 4chan meme. It's like an edgy 4chan meme.
Hmm.
Uh Stuff like that.
I know the
From like
frog
the
one though. That's why I just brought some. I just brought some of that boy. I know.
yeah,
I know that meme, and the
yeah,
website's actually
exactly.
quite clean as
Yeah.
well.
And the team are active. Like the thing is you need to look at the team are active. The ticker is good, you buy it. You need to find untapped value because the market when you're looking at charts, it's just like the valuation for things, but you know, value can be skewed a lot of times. Like a lot of times, like many coins can be overvalued, many coins can be undervalued. So you can just hunt the market for undervalued narratives and undervalued coins. And if it truly is undervalued and you've done your analysis correctly, then inevitably other people will see the value and pump your bags. So this one, for example, MLG. I used to watch like MLG edits and shit when I was younger, and I like knew this meme, so it like brought me back, and I was like, "Fuck, I'm gonna ape this." I aped it like around here, and then it sent to like 13 mil. So this is like another thing as well. People love nostalgia. Like if people see like old memes, they're like, "Oh, like I remember this. Okay, yeah, I'll ape some." Like just because they like feel because people love nostalgia, you know what I mean? People love to feel nostalgic for some reason. It's just something that most people like to do. I don't know why. Um, and they'll see that and they'll be like, because it beats like just like some random animal that like pops up out of nowhere, like just some random animal. And then there's like, oh, I remember this from when I was a kid, and like, oh, that's funny how it was made like being made into a coin. Because that's like why that's the whole reason I ate this. And then it ended up more people done it after me. So yeah, does that make sense or am I rambling?
No, you're showing facts. What do you think there?
Yeah, no, 100%. 100%. I agree with everything Leo was saying. Yeah, you just need to do your research on these coins and see what's viral, see what can catch on, and see again where the opportunity's at, like you're saying with the tickers and just kind of the culture and yeah, just trying to define what those narratives are going to be and then just find those opportunities and you can capitalize on it.
Okay, so
Mhm.
let's do this, boys, because I know we all trigger fingers to hop back in the trenches. So I want to get your guys' top picks for the next. I would say for the end of the year. By the end of the year, right? We'll start off with you, Liam. Give me your three top picks for the end of the year. Best gains for the end of the year.
Ooh,
Well,
that's a good one.
obviously,
Yeah, an
Go ahead,
invisible
Leo.
obviously,
friend. Sorry, invisible friend. I know you're asking if your friend needs the link. Just copy the link and send them the link, bro.
mm.
But sorry, continue.
Well, obviously, different. Um, three is tough because I like to like spread myself quite thin. You know what I mean? Because I like spend a lot of time like monitoring positions and stuff. So, I would say, um,
Go on, pump my bags, Leo.
probably it would be like Joe dogging me and Keycat. To be honest, maybe I don't know. Maybe like one soul meme. Uh, I don't know. I'm not really in any like long-term soul coins to be honest. Like apart from the tickers that I like. So I'd probably and you know that I'm a base maxi, but I don't know if I would maybe I don't know if I'd recommend Keycat here after it's pumped. So if you're talking about an entry here, I would probably say like Joe dogging me and
Ooh.
Joe dog. Man, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
So first
Maybe
one,
I think
Joe.
I think Loom have good gains for the rest of the year. I think this is going to go higher because it's only getting more and more hype. So I think this is going to continue pumping into the end of the year. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure like how long term it is. I'm not sure. If it survives to the end of the year. But for the next like month and a half, this could definitely like continue pumping to probably like 100, 200 mil if you with the size.
Okay. So Lum. What is Lum? What does it do?
It's basically the GOAT of base. So, like the GOAT token is like an AI terminal on Twitter, and someone made a coin after it, and then it like raided that bot, and then the bot kind of latched onto that coin and claimed it as theirs. So the same thing. Remember, I told you about Farcaster is like the decentralized Twitter.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
that
so it's
was the one
literally
on. Wasn't it the one on AVAX?
so, no, it's I don't think it's on anything. I think well, it's mostly used by base users though. Farcaster, but Warpcast. Remember, I showed you it. It's mostly used by like base native builders, and a lot of the base devs are on there. So basically, this is like a coin that's ran by like a lot of the base team. Well, they're like they've got like ties and stuff, and this coin they made the same thing as Truth Terminals on Farcaster and gave it its own wallet and stuff. And then there's this other bot um called Clanker on Farcaster, which is like a bot, and you can tweet at the bot and say launch, and you say the ticker and you give it an image, and it'll launch the token for you instantly.
That's
So
correct.
what happened was the wait, let me get WordCast up so I can show this. Sometimes it doesn't load for me properly. Yeah, it's not. So basically, like but this bot ended up accidentally having a conversation with the chat bot, and then they ended up accidentally making a coin, the two AI bots. So there was not even anyone controlling it. And then the dev of the bot was like, he woke up one day and he just saw that this token existed. Like his bot had made this coin, and he was like, it literally made the coin without him. You know what I mean? It was like it's one of the first ever like AI to AI coins, because obviously Go was made by like a person. He launched it on Pump Fund and then sent it to the bot. But this one was made accidentally from two bots interacting with each other,
What the
and then
fuck?
this token got made accidentally, and now it's just fucking ripping. Like I literally called it. I literally sent it to you guys at 290K, and now it hit like 83 mil,
Bro, I
and
was
now it's sitting like
flying. I can't remember what the fuck I was doing. But or this the one I woke up to and I faded it. I can't remember how I faded this. But it was crazy.
yeah, it's wild. So yeah, I think
That's
it's going to keep ripping the AI
crazy.
narrative. This will probably go to like 100, 200 mil. There's some um interesting wallets who are buying, and they're buying crazy amounts. And we've got like Coinbase staff like very interested. So I'm just yeah, there you go. So those would be my three.
That's the Go Clear. That's the Gone Clear wallet, isn't it? That one there is the Gone Clear wallet. All right, cool. So
Mm.
there's your three picks. We've got Lum, Dog in Me, and Higher, right?
No, Joe.
Joe. So Lum, Joe,
Yeah,
and Higher.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So Joe is on ETH. Joe's on Uniswap for those people that are trying to figure this out. Joe's on Uniswap. Lum is on Base, which you can also trade on Uniswap as well. And so is Higher. So if you want to find these memes, go for the link inside of the description. I'll show you guys over here. It won't even let me share my screen. But go to the link inside the description. You will see something say follow Leo. Click that link. It will go to a Telegram group. Inside of that Telegram group, you will see the top memes from today for that for this specific challenge. Now, crypto data. Crypto data.
Yes, yes. So
Oh wait,
for
oh
my
wait.
plays,
1 second. I think is my screen is my screen even sharing? I think my shit's bugging. Wait 1 second. Sorry guys, I think my
see.
shit's bugged out a sec.
I can try.
Can you see
See.
the stream? Is it looking alright?
No, it looks black on mine.
Yeah, it's saying
Let
I'm
me
on preview mode. Wait. Back to live mode. Here we are. Back in the game. You can see
All
it?
right.
Right, so
Yeah.
link in the description. Number one, follow Leo. If you click this link, you'll be able to find out where to buy those specific memes. Remember, the last time we did this, some of the memes went up like over 50x. So don't fade it, concentrate, take action, right? Now, if we spin it back, I will share your screen crypto data,
All
and then we
right.
go through yours.
Perfect. So one of the ones I'm looking at right now is called Omega. So we were talking about AI plays. Leo was talking about Loom. Omega is, it's not necessarily an AI play because I think a human controls it, but the lore behind it is basically GOAT is kind of like the it's kind of like the anti-goat play, if you would. Like goat is kind of like the dark version, Omega is kind of the light version. So we know goat went over, basically to a billion, and Omega right now is at 33 million. Now there's a lot of big whales in this one. There's a lot of big chatter about it on Twitter. I've been following a lot of people, and I do think that this will at least 3x by the end of the year. So I think it'll at least reach 100 million. And a couple reasons is just one, because it's performance so far. It's been respecting these SR lines, and just like Leo was saying, those are important. If you see a coin respecting those support levels, eventually it's going to pop. And how strong this has been going just, since its inception, I do think there's a lot of opportunity. Again, it's got the whole AI, and there's a lot of big whales behind it. I think it's an easy play for at least a 3x. So in this one right here, so this is the first one. And then the
So is
next
there an
one,
alpha? If that's Omega, is there alpha?
I don't think there's alpha
Alpha and
actually.
Omega.
Honestly, I haven't looked.
That would
Would
be
you like to mount
interesting.
it?
Alpha and Omega. So maybe Omega sends and then somebody devs up at devs.
Yeah, yeah, maybe. I don't know
That's a
if this
meme.
one's,
This is in
yeah,
my
this would be.
that's in my brain portfolio.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, look at Leo making that money. Yeah, so this one
Yeah.
isn't bad either. Just based off the chart. But yeah, I don't know if they're going to do a dual thing, but yeah, for Omega, I mean, it's kind of got the AI lore. And yeah, there's a lot of big players behind this. So I think this one continues to send just from that alone. Um, the next one is going to be Dolan. Now, anyone who doesn't know, Luke Belmar is one of the guys who is CTOing Dolan, and he announced it obviously around here when it was around 5-6 mil. Basically, took off all the way to 90 mil. Had a dip, went back up all the way to 80, had another dip. Now, what I do think Dolan, because there is a lot of influencers still behind it. The team is continuing to build. They're continuing to basically get connected with everyone in the space because since they have a lot of influencers behind them, that's how they're able to get listed on Moonshot early. That's
Yes.
how they're able to get on these other exchanges very early, right? And anyone who knows anything about networks and how important it is to have in crypto, like if you have the right network in a coin, then you can easily get listed on some top tier exchanges. So I'll just leave it at that. But this is a very relatable meme. It was created, I believe, around 2013-ish, around the time Pepe and Doge were created, and it hasn't really kind of taken center stage yet, like they have. And right now you have someone actually being able to back it, then you can see here it's really starting to break out and catch hold. So just like the early days of Pepe and Doge. And so I strongly believe that this one's going to be at 100 mil sooner rather than later. It wouldn't surprise me to see it at 100 mil by the end of the year, especially because, again, you have Luke behind it, a lot of big guys behind it, and they have a lot of connections. And so eventually, I mean, this is a duck. We were in the animal meta. We had like a hippo get listed on Binance. We had a squirrel get listed, another hippo, Nero, right? It's only a matter of time before a duck gets listed on Binance. And so don't fade Dolan. I think it's a sleeper play. And just because it hasn't been, going up only, people kind of forgotten about it. But again, you bet on people in this space. And I do think Luke and the team is going to take this one to the top.
Bro,
So that's the second one.
I need Dolan to stay in this range. I was almost crying the other day when it started to hit 80. I was like, no, it's going to get listed.
Yes.
Bro, I've got a big bag of Fred. I'm hoping Fred gets listed. Boom, cash out Fred, shift it into Dolan.
Same, exactly. And so that's where, again, a lot of my money's going to go. So that's one of the second play. And then the third one is Tyrell. I don't know if you know about this play yet, if you've seen it before or not. Same with you, Leo, but it's called TCAT. So I don't know if you heard of this one before, but this one is CTO'd by Tyrell and the team. And this one is a great meme, right? It's on Ton, and Ton gained a lot of traction back in, I believe, 4 or 5 months ago. And it's because it kind of opened people's eyes like, hey, there's nearly a billion users on here. And if all of them got into crypto, there would be an insane amount of wealth transfer. And you already have where you can send, USDT to someone else, basically through their Telegram account. So a lot of these third world countries are getting money. And again, it's basically bridging that gap and helps fight against inflation. And it helps basically keep people above water who really don't have a lot. And so I think eventually Telegram is going to start gaining TVL again. More people are going to start to switch over, especially once right now they actually have a ton meme landia going on. And that's still going on, right, Tyrell?
Yeah, it's still going on. It's been taking a while for it to get updated, but we move anyway. An interesting thing about TCAT though is that Leo down here was the first person to actually introduce me to Ton, and actually to
Ah.
gas pump and all this stuff inside of FOMO opposite kind of cuff. That was a crazy crazy story, bro. Tell them about the story. With them skinny cigarettes as well. Oh, I can't hear you. We can't hear you.
I think you're muted, Leo.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All right. I mean, I don't even remember how it like came up. I think you just asked me like what I was aping and shit, and I think oh, it was when I made a bag on Redo because I bought Redo like before that massive pump, like 100 mil in like March or April or something like that. So I bought like a bunch of Redo at like 8 or 9 mil, and I was calling it my Telegram, and then it sent to like 140 mil. So that introduced me to Ton, and then I started getting super optimistic on Ton, and then I was shilling Ton to everyone, and then I was shilling Ton to you that day, and then I was like, bro, like what if it like becomes Ton season soon? And then you were like, all right, and then I showed you Gas Pump, and you were like, should I just launch Ton season? I was like, yeah, fuck it. You're like, yeah, I'll just launch Ton season, fuck it. So then you launched Ton season, and then a few weeks later you CTO cat, and then and then things happen from there.
This is what I mean. Like, bro, do you know what's crazy, bro? From a third person perspective, I swear to God, the whole entire team of like Ton and other people think that like this is some like cabal shit. But I was genuinely sat there with a cigarette, right, listening to some quote unquote random person, right, show me meme coins on Ton. I seen it. I was like, fuck it, let's give it a go. Even inside of my Telegram,
Yeah,
you can see it. I said, like, guys, I'm launching this meme.
yeah,
This is Ton season, by the way. I said, I'm launching this meme. Don't expect nothing from it.
yeah,
I'm not going to do nothing for it, whatever. 30
yeah,
million. I
yeah,
was like, what the fuck?
yeah, yeah, no,
And
crazy.
I didn't sell any of those tokens, right? I did it like completely for the vibes, right? And I ran with
Mhm.
it. And then obviously, um, we transitioned and started to run the CTO with Tonkat. And originally it was Tonkat, Ton season. But the issue is, again, guys, is I can't do nothing about Ton season until there is a true Ton season. And right now on Ton, there's crazy discrepancies. The team is kind of like two separate. One person's over here doing this, the other person over here doing this. They don't really know what's going on. For example, with the website wasn't being updated. Nobody knew that the website wasn't being updated. Now it's updated, right? So they have a lot of growing pains to go through. I feel like Ton is a very, very early chain. It might even be multi-cycle right now in terms of the speed. But regardless, when it comes to TCAT, that don't even matter, right? Because the bigger this YouTube channel gets, we're only going to speak about TCAT. TCAT's only going to grow. My last YouTube video that I posted has got over 45,000 views in 2 days. That's over 45,000 people that don't know nothing about TCAT. TCAT's only got 6,000 holders. So now it's just a game of conversion over time, right? The trenches right now is already at 1,500 people. It's only been out a week, right? And that's counting that we're kicking people out. Compound that over the course of 3 to 6 months. You're talking about a token right now that could go well over 20, $30 million in the short term. And in the long term, I think over $100 million minimum. You know, you talk about Luke Belmar holds a bag, right? You're talking people like Crypto Data, Leo, obviously, right, has a bag, right? So you talk about a lot of people's channels who are going to be very successful in this specific cycle, new up and coming quote unquote people, this cycle. So this is the new trending meme. This is the trend. And again, don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate making money in this game. Take the trades, bank it all in TCAT, and it's probably going to rip. So if you do want to find these memes and you do want to know how to buy these memes, you don't want to know how to buy Crypto Data's best picks, again, head over to the link inside of the description. Follow Crypto Data over here, inside of YouTube over here as well. I do think, even if you go onto the channel, yes, you can see links over here. Inside of his YouTube bio, you can also see a link for Crypto Data's Twitter, Telegram, Instagram, Discord, and also published trading view charts as well, which is actually interesting. If you see here, you can also see different new trading view charts as well. Data, you should actually update this sometimes, but with with the this is actually very cool.
Yeah, I should actually. And so, yeah, just a little background on that. So I started coding back in, I believe it was 2020, because I saw trading views blowing up, and there's a lot of opportunity, especially with a few other people who were selling indicators on there. And I thought, hey, let me kind of get into this. So I got to learn to code Pine script a little bit, and basically just went from there. And so it helped me a lot because it helped me experiment with different indicators and kind of see, what works, what doesn't. And eventually, I'm going to make my own trading bot because at the end of the day, we all want to make that passive income even while we're sleeping because there's always
Yes,
opportunity. So that's going to be something I'm working on a website actually, cryptoscripts.com. Still working with a guy, spent some money on it. So yeah, right now but the thing is, like, I still have a few more indicators to work on, but this market is so crazy. Like there
bro.
isn't the time.
There's no time, bro. Yo, you boys,
Yeah.
how long have you guys been sleeping the past few weeks,
Whew, boys, two all-nighters this week, and then last night I slept 2 hours.
bro? I was up last night with the missus. She's like, "You're gonna go." I've got fully clothed, bro. Socks on, trousers, t-shirt, on my phone. She's like, "You're gonna turn your phone off." I'm like, "Hell no."
Babe, you see this opportunity?
Do you know what I mean? Go on, Leo.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. No, it's yeah, no, it's real. It's real. And I think that again, that's where you just got to balance it out, right? It's like what's worth it. And again, if you surround yourself with good people, you're going to find opportunities all the time, but you got to be in the right groups. That's why trenches is so important because everyone's always talking, everyone's always trading. And so if you find the right groups, that's where again, no matter what time it is, there's always a trade going on. So try to capitalize on it, but also stay disciplined at the same time. And yeah, you can make a lot of money.
Exactly. So, guys, I'll wrap that up there. Today, you guys understand, right? This is the one mistake which you don't want to mess up on. You don't want to put your attention inside the wrong place. You want to completely focus on that USDT dominance. When you see that weekly candle close, is a time when you're going to see a lot of altcoins start to rally. We're also comparing and looking at Coinbase. I think that the new Coinbase app is going to be moonshot right now because obviously we need base chain to run. So I don't think it's going to be too alarming seeing Coinbase in the top 5 because obviously we need to see base chain pump. More so Moonshot is going to be where we're going to see the next stage of retail. That is a app. We're going to be looking at the rank of that once that starts to get inside of the top 5 and the top 10. That's probably going to be a closest for a top signal. Right now, this is not the time to be worrying about tops. This is the time to be starting to put your attention all in inside of crypto because I genuinely believe that we're in a stage of life-changing money. It's an opportunity which we cannot fade, and it's an opportunity which won't be around for long. If we take advantage of this, even in terms of us, right? We take advantage of this in terms of content production, in terms of sharing alpha. We're going to build a great brand. In terms of you guys watching this right now, if you take advantage of this, in terms of where you're placing your attention in the right spaces, in terms of the investments which you're making, in terms of studying the information which we are providing and taking action of it, you can genuinely change your whole entire life in a short period of time. I got a message yesterday. Guy told me, bro, I'm in my first $10,000 in a week. I would never have made that if I didn't follow your channel. These are the types of things which you guys can be doing every single day. So, guys, I appreciate your crypto data. I appreciate you, Liam.
Thanks for having us on.
One love. See you boys. See you boys in the group chat.
See you guys.
Decent.